Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to the tutorial on the scriptable objects, working on inheritance and getting everything serialized appropriate in the Unity inspector. So last time we went ahead and made a quest game object. It's got a hold on quest log component script to it. Nothing too fancy. Come into here, you got your quest logs, just a mono behavior that has a list of quests. We made scriptable object instances of a hunt quest and item quest, and when everything populates inside of here, you press play. You get two scriptable objects that pop up inside of quests here. And you can come into here, you can modify the default values if you want. This quest is now finished and all, you can do a lot of cool stuff with this. You want to look at the item quest, here you go. Okay, so that's cool. Well, what we're going to do is we want to be able to add these actually in the editor without going into runtime. Like we can create quest items and then be able to save it as an asset. So when we ship out the game or anything of the sort, we just got to reference inside the inspector what quest this unit or this tavern or facility is going to be able to use to hand out quests to the player if you'd like. So what we'll do is, first thing, we're going to go and take quest log and we'll actually make it a scriptable object. There you go. So now it's a scriptable object. Okay, it'll have a list of quests in there. It'll do this. The difference is because now it's not going to go and be able to, let's see. Right. So now it'll just have the base class. Nothing else in here is really going to change. We're not going to go ahead and actually create them anymore. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. So we'll come into here. You'll notice that this is going to go away, because you can't actually have a quest log object here because it's a scriptable object and it can't actually become that. But what we'll do is come out of here, go into here. We're going to create an asset menu for it. So come into here, create asset menu. Oh, I know what I did. The brackets backwards. This. Bam. Okay, so file name. What do we want to name the file name? We're not gonna get a file name. We're not gonna do a file name at the moment. We can just do menu name. Type in menu name, and we're gonna give it the attribute of we want it to be under. We want it to be a quest log. Like that. That's all that we wanted to do. And you know what? This quest log is literally the only thing it's gonna have is let's see, what do we want the quest log to have? Scriptable objects is going to have the list of quests. Yeah, so that'll be fine for now. Go ahead and get this in here just to be verified. Okay, we should be able to come in here. And create. And you should see quest log. Click it. Bam, it created a new quest log. So what we'll call it is NPC quest log for now. Okay, there you go. So now we have a scriptable object called this. You come into here, this isn't gonna work. You're gonna get a bunch of stuff and it's all empty. You can't do anything with it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a custom editor that will allow us to put some buttons on here, and when we click a button, it'll add to this list. And in order for it to get shown, we'll go ahead and we'll just create a mono behavior script. We'll just call it quest component, or however you want to name it. Naming convention is completely up to you, but I know it's going to be a component. So anything that has this quest component, okay, and let that load. So Download. Oh, okay, quest component. There you go. So save scene. Here. No. Oh, how about we open the file? That'll be. Alright, quest component. I'm gonna go ahead and open up Visual Studio. We want to keep it as a mono behavior. And then what we'll do is we're gonna get rid of the update. And we're gonna have it so any object that is going to be given a quest component, it's gonna need a reference to a quest log. Okay? And you can call it, whatever you want. We can call it quest log. Let's put it lowercase. Quest log. Bam. Okay. So anytime you go and create this, you're gonna add this component to a game object. You're gonna give it a quest associated with it. And that's all it'll do. Whatever you want it to do, it's just gonna hold the data. It's no big deal. You can go ahead and print out, what you want this to do. Basically, this is gonna hold the reference to the quest log, and then you get to choose what you want to do with this quest log later. If you want to display values or give quests to the player, or however you want to do it in your game. So that'll be the quest log. The quest log is literally, it doesn't even need any of this, because this is just a scriptable object. It's not going to do anything. This is literally just, this is just going to hold a reference. This is all it is. And you can actually just, I like to do, store its initial. That's it. This is all quest log is going to do. It's just going to be a list of quests. We got all that taken care of. Well, now, you know what, man? We need to go into here. And what we want to modify is the actual quest log scriptable object. So this is where the fun stuff starts. We come in here. We're going to create one more script. Done compiling. Okay, and this script is going, we're going to name it quest log editor. Bam. Currently, that's what it looks like whenever you click on a quest log and you want to go add stuff to it. We cannot specify in here we want to add hunt quests or item quests. It's just going to assume it's regular quests. We don't want that. So we'll open up the quest log editor. That here, close it. So we're going to take all this out. We don't want this. So how is this going to work? Well, because it's going to be an editor, it doesn't derive from mono behavior. It's going to derive from editor. And the namespace is going to be under Unity editor. No, we need this to be editor. Then we're going to add the namespace of Unity editor. Light bulb. Bam. Alright. There's a couple things you need for this. For one, we know this is a custom editor, so we need to specify it. Custom editor. Bam. Now, we need to give it the type that we're actually going to be custom editing. We know it's going to be the type of quest log. Yeah. So that means when this custom editor gets run, this could be anywhere in a project. It's just going to sit somewhere in a folder somewhere. This just says, hey, we're going to customly edit the quest log scriptable object. So anytime the scriptable object is going to get called, like anytime you focus on this, it's just going to be updated. So this should all change once it's done loading. See? Multi-object edit not supported. It can't do anything. It doesn't know what to do because we overridden, and we're going to go and create our own inspector look for it. So let's go in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a private reference to a quest log. Okay, and then we'll call it quest log. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to override the onInspector GUI. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and override the onInspector GUI. So now what we're saying is public override void the. Okay. So that's going to do that. So now this is where we're going to do the drawing. So what we'll do is, you could just do this. You could draw the default inspector. And literally what this is going to do is draw it the way it was before. That's really all it's going to do. When it compiles, it's going to look exactly the way it did before. Oh. Oh. There you go. Refresh it. Goodness. Alright, so, but we don't want to do that. So we'll just comment it out. And we'll come into here and we're going to do some drawing. So first of all, we want to set our reference to a quest log as the target. So the target, so basically what we're doing is, because we're doing a custom editor type of quest log, whenever you select the quest log in the Unity, this is the selected target right here. This is our target. And we need to cache that and say, okay, well, it's the target we currently have selected. Cast it as a quest log. Here's your reference. So there you go. So now we got the actual object to work with. What we're going to do here is we're going to do serialized object, which is the object serialized by Unity, which would be what we clicked on. So serialized, and we set it as a reference to this serialized object. Set to new serialized object from quest log. I'm gonna take it and say, you know what, I want this to be a serialized object because this is how the inspector is going to work with your data, is with a serialized object. Okay? And we'll come into here and we'll call serialized object dot update. So it can update the visuals. So right here, update serialized objects representation. So that way it'll actually update what the GUI is going to look like with the new values. So what we'll do here, now we want a serialized property. What that is going to be a property that we're going to get from this serialized object. So we got the target. We're serializing it to a serialized object. Now we want to get a property that's on the serialized object. And if you go to quest log, we only have one property. It's a quest. That'll do that. Serialized property, and we're going to call it serialized property list. That's just what I'm calling it because I know that's what we're serializing. So we'll do serialized object dot find property, and we know the name of the property is quest. Okay. Now we got everything that we need. This is gonna need what? Ah, spelled it wrong. Bam. There we go. Ooh. So what we're gonna do now is, there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing now, so we're just gonna make a quick function for it. Okay. And what we'll do is, it'll just be a function like, you know, private void. We'll just do draw, and it will take in serialized property, and it'll be the list that we serialize, that we're passing in. We're gonna come into here. We're gonna do that. We'll come into here. We're gonna call it draw, passing in serialized list. Everything's gonna be drawn from here, so we ain't gotta touch any of this anymore. We're good to go and get it out of the way. Start working on the drawing. It's about to get really, really fun. So, okay. So first of all, this is how everything is going to be drawn. This quest log is your canvas. This is where you're going to add everything else. So what we're going to do is here, we're going to go here and do editor, GUI layout, dot property field. We're going to put a property field of a list. What did that actually do? I'm going to show you. Clear that. Okay, so there, what is it? How about that? Okay, now we'll save it. Now we'll come over here. Over here. That, and we'll click on NPC quest log. And it should just show quests. Bam, it's quests. It's got the name quest, it's not doing anything. We're about to fix that. But basically this is showing the property. So we'll come in here, start working on some more. So now we know we got the property list there showing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do if list.expanded. So if the list is expanded, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do editor GUI layout dot property field. We're gonna do list dot find property relative. Retrieves the serialized property at a relative path to the current property. So the current property that we're on is in this list. We're gonna find the relative property of array size. Goodness. Alright, so array size. Bam. So what is this going to do? This is going to show the size of the array, the list in this case, but only whenever this is expanded. So basically, what's going to happen is loads, see? It doesn't show anything at all. We don't want it to show anything. We click on this to see its content. It's got a size of 0. And what's great is you can't change it either. So, come into here, and we'll say, okay, well now we need to start putting some stuff in here. So what we'll do is we're going to go create one more function called show elements, because it's going to be a little bit of this kind of extensive stuff we got to do. So we'll just make it simple. We'll just private void show elements. So basically it's going to show the elements of the list. It'll take in the property list, and what it's going to do is it's going to take in the serialized properties. It's going to be the list again. And then we'll have a Boolean. See, if we want to show the element label, and I'm going to show you what that is real soon. Show element labels. And by default, it's going to be set to true. And we'll come into here, close that off. This. That back over there, and then so right here, that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna call show elements, and we're gonna pass in the list, and we're gonna go ahead and do, we'll just keep it to true. We're not gonna pass anything. I'll show you what it does later when we get it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here, because when we start drawing in the next one, it's gonna take a little bit more time. So, but this will go ahead and get everything set up. We got the quest log editor set up. We can draw the default inspector if you want. For right now, we've got everything showing up to where this isn't going to do anything. Right now, we have it to where it does show if the list is expanding or if it's not expanding. And then you can decide, you know, what you want to do with it. You can come in here and you're like, oh man, I get to see the size, and then I don't. So I'll go ahead and stop the video here. Thank y'all for the second one. And the third one, we'll go ahead and start adding buttons and doing some really cool stuff, adding to the list, and then adding them as assets and all kinds of stuff. So thank y'all for sticking around. And I will see y'all in the next one. Later.